This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
So the pasuk tells us about the dangers of taking bribes. Ki hashoichad ya'aver inei chachamim. Bribery perverts the vision of the sages. However, it could also be read that shoichad blinds the eyes of the sages. In fact, there's a story about one of the great Sephardic chachamim, Rabbi Chaim Kefuci. Rabbi Chaim Kefuci was one of the 5 original students of the Arizal. And his practice was, because it was Tairasai Umnasai, because his profession was Torah and he had no source of income, he would take money from adjudicating cases, which is allowed if you don't have another source of income. And when he turned old, when he became blind. And there are those who suspected him that the reason why he became blind is because he took money for his court cases, and he sort of fell into the trap of what the Torah says, Ki hashoichad ya'aver inei chachamim, that bribery blinds the wise. So when he heard about this Miraculous, this slander against him, he was very upset. He thought it was a chilul of kavod Torah, because he never took bribes. He just took money to adjudicate cases from both parties. So anyway, he gathered his whole kehillah on Shabbos to the shul, and in a great assemblage, he gave a beautiful drasha, and he concluded as follows. He says, since I hear that people suspect me that I took bribes during my life, I stand in front of all of you, and I'm espalel to Hashem that Hashem should show me ois l'toiva, Hashem should show me a sign, and show to all that I'm innocent, that my vision should be restored. And within moments, his vision was restored, his eyes opened, he came down from the bima, and he gave shalom to everyone. And from then on, he would sign his name, Hashem Nisi, God is my miracle, Chaim Kefuci. In fact, the Chidah writes in the Shem HaGdolim that he says that I, v'ani hatzair, I, the young man, I saw the handwriting of this sage when he was blind. He would just sign out of guessing. And you couldn't even make out the letters if you didn't recognize the signature. And I saw his chasima after his eyesight was restored when he signed his name, Hashem Nisi Chaim Kefuci, a very beautiful and clear handwriting. And he says the Chidah, until today, anyone who swears falsely by the grave of Reb Chaim Kefuci, Zechusa Yagin Aleinu, they are nenash, Rebbeinu Shalom brings retribution against them. So this is the fascinating account of Reb Chaim Kefuci, student of the Arizal.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.